going on, guys? We got a great episode for you. Probably our best episode yet. We're talking Tigers, Masters, NHL playoffs in full swing. The NBA is off to a hysterical start in their playoff series, and I rage at the end. So let's go. Welcome to Trophy Kids, presented by Bad News Media. It is April 17th, and Tiger's back, baby. We have got a Masters win in the book.
He's back.
Oh, it was absolutely glorious. You called it, too. You said, what was it, that stat where he's like, the average winner of the Masters coming at like 12 or something?
12.3, and Tiger was ranked 12 in the world going into the Masters.
I fucking love it.
Hilarious. But yeah, it was awesome. It was like, it was great for like the not so, what am I trying to say?
For like, guys like us who don't
exactly.
Really.
Guys who don't watch golf, who don't really give a shit. I mean, I watch a little bit, but not really. So seeing Tiger just walking around in red on Sunday, just so confident, it was cool to see. Tiger
made golf cool. And that's that's the thing that like, that's why it's so awesome. That's why like no matter, even though like all this shit he's gone through, you know, the cheating, infidelity, all that shit. Like, even if you hate him, I think everybody took a moment. Like, it transcended across every nation where you're just like, damn, that's fucking awesome. Like, when he's good and everybody, like, the younger generation got to see what, like, we got to see growing up. And that is just Tiger in red scaring the shit out of every golfer on the course, just manning it. And it's like, that's a cool moment.
Literally, like Tiger just, like, owning the entire course, like, people like holes ahead or like seeing what's happening and they're screaming from their hole, and other golfers are just on the hole like fucking Tiger, man, just taking everyone's light. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool. It was also nice to, see his human side, him go, celebrate with his family, his kids. That was really good to see. So yeah, it was cool. And then I loved seeing like at the end when he got to the clubhouse, it was cool to see, Bubba there, like congratulating him. Brooks Koepka, who almost just ruined it for everyone. So happy Koepka missed that putt. Yeah. We didn't realize at the time how important him missing that putt was.
Yes. And I like Koepka, but not in that moment.
Cool. No. At that point, you're just like, that's what I was watching with friends too. Everyone was like, we like Koepka. Fuck him right now. I'm like, yeah, obviously.
That's how you knew, I think it was like a huge moment, is because like I don't remember a time where a guy wins a Masters and there's like very competitive, great golfers just waiting for him to finish, like way after they finish to congratulate him and say like good job and everything. Like that was cool.
Yeah, like Patrick Reed didn't get that last year. He's also a dick, but yeah, he didn't get
that. I love Tiger. I mean, it's awesome that he's back. It's good for the sport. Like you said, we're guys who don't really watch. Like we know enough to like be like, oh yeah, I know that guy's name, or yeah, I know he's pretty good. But like Tiger made it. Right. I still remember when I was a fucking kid playing T Woods and like running upstairs and being like, I want to golf. And my parents very quickly shutting that down. Like, we're not club people, Nate, except for Costco. My mom thinks that's a hilarious joke. But like he made it cool. Like he made me want to play golf. And so it's very cool to see, since he hasn't won a major since like 2008, I think, to finally be back. Like this is him being back.
Yeah, I mean, it brought you like back to your childhood. Like when you were putting with your friends and you hit a hole in one, what would you do? You fucking fist pump, you'd be like, Tiger, baby. Yeah, like that's what everyone does. Yeah. So that was awesome. It was really cool.
Awesome. Great Masters. Great weekend for sports. I mean,
it was.
As sports fans, this is a time where like we are really just living life high, because we go from the NCAA tournament into one of the greatest playoff series in the NHL, plus the Masters this weekend. The NBA gets started. The NHL playoffs have been absolutely bananas. I mean, you got an interesting series, my Bruins and the Leafs we'll get to. You got Ovi dropping hands and murking people in your Capitals, the Lightning collapsing. Insane so far right now in the NHL playoffs.
Yeah, it's been wild. Like you said, Ovi dropping gloves yesterday. I mean, that was the only exciting thing for Caps fans yesterday. But I mean,
not a good look outside of the fight.
Outside of the fight, I mean, oh my God, we looked like shit. But that fight, first of all, I just want to say to all the people saying that Ovi should have like taken it easy on the kid. Okay, the kid is also trying to knock Ovi out. What's Ovi supposed to just land soft punches like ho-ho? Like, no, Ovi doesn't want to get dropped, especially by a 19-year-old in front of the whole world. One of the best goal scorers ever gets rocked by a 19-year-old. He can't let that happen.
No.
and Svechnikov, or whatever his name is, I can't escaping my name right now, but Andre, I mean, why are you trying to fight a 6'3", 240-pound Russian? I realize you're Russian as well, but this is a grown man. Also, who's close to Vladimir Putin, so I don't know. I don't want to fuck with him.
He's a crazy Russian, too, at that. Like, Ovi lives on he's got a different side to him that most athletes do not have.
He's a truck on skates. I mean, he's made of pure Russian steel. He's been in the league for like 14 years, and knock on wood, he's never had anything seriously happen to him injury-wise. The dude is he's a machine, and he doesn't fight. So everyone who's saying, he went after that kid, that was his first fight in 10 years. Obviously, the kid must have really fucking pissed him off.
Yeah, I thought the same thing because I was like, I started thinking about it because you texted me. I wasn't even watching the game. I was watching the Bruins Leafs, and I got a text from you like, dude, look up what Ovi just fucking did. And so pulled it up, and I was trying to think. I don't remember a time where Ovi did really get in a fight. I remember him checking the shit out of people on the boards and stuff.
He throws his body, I mean. Yeah.
Incredible. Something you don't see from an athlete like that. Like Sidney Crosby is not doing the things that Ovechkin has done over his career with just throwing his body around the ice. But yeah, an absolute just mayhem. And you had to do something because that was a bad beat last night for the Capitals, who are still up 2-1 and playing good hockey. I think they'll finish the series, but you needed something.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, they exposed us pretty good yesterday. I mean, me personally, I'm never 100% confident with my teams because I'm used to so much heartbreak. But they exposed us yesterday, and I hope that we have 2 days off. We don't play again until Thursday. So, I hope we were able to adjust and get some rest. But, they were flying. Yeah. And their arena was loud as shit. I was very surprised by it.
Yeah, that was also I ended up turning the game on one of my TVs after that to watch. And, yeah, it's impressive that Carolina gets into it. I don't trust any of these Southern teams. And we'll get to the Lightning here, who are about as soft as a Pillsbury Doughboy in a moment. But Carolina that played a good game. I still think I'd like you guys coming out of that game, but I think both of us are in a position where we're looking also ahead. Like if our teams can just ease out of this series that we're in currently.
At this point, I think Ovechkin's better than Crosby. Crosby, how do you not have a point?
Yeah, that is ridiculous. This is the NHL playoffs. This is why it's absolutely so crazy and so fun. It's because you have games where the Capitals are very, I would say not easily, but they're showing why they're the better team in the Carolina season, and they just get destroyed in Game 3. The Islanders just embarrassing the Penguins, which I did not see coming at all. And then you got the Lightning, who we were all just like, is anybody going to stop them? They're a freight train getting embarrassed by Columbus right now.
They have to get embarrassed, and I didn't think this would happen. I thought Tampa Bay would win the series, but I want to say, I think probably about a month or two back on this podcast, I said they are a mentally weak team, and that is exactly what they are. They're mentally weak.
They are as soft as Pillsbury Doughboy.
Kucherov, like I said, he does not have the head to win it. And what does he do? He fucking goes and does one of the dirtiest checks I've ever seen, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, you know of a dirtier check.
I was going to say, there was a little bit of one in the Leafs-Bruins game. Certain man decided to take his fucking stick and try to take a head off. But yeah, no, you did say that. I remember that. And I slowly don't trust these Southern hockey teams outside of Vegas, which that's a world in and of itself. You think you're doing acid when they start their games with what's going on in there. But the Lightning are as soft as the Pillsbury Doughboy. They are just collapsing, which is annoying because I'm up here in Cincinnati. So if the Bruins can just get through their series, I can go to a game in Columbus. But the Bruins, as we mentioned, a dirty hit there. I don't know what's going on with them. Game 1, they just were seconds. They were just off. It felt weird. Game 2 came out buzzing. Chucking pucks, Mr. Steal Your Girlfriend type of game, cracking heads. And then Game 3, they looked drunk in the first period. I texted you, I was the Bruins are just drunk. They're falling all over the place. They're running into their own players without anybody near them. And then they have their opportunities at the end of the game and can't close. But I don't know what to make of the Bruins right now either.
Well, yeah, you texted me and you said the Bruins look drunk, and I get on Twitter and I didn't look up anything on the Bruins or anything, but I refreshed my log, and I see Marchand just run into a teammate, then like the back of his skates like go over the net, and he like falls like on top of the net. And I'm like, what's going on?
It was the first period. My girlfriend was over, and I looked at her. I was like, "What the hell is that?" They were falling all over the place. I was like, "Did they get into a case of Labatt's before the game? Like, what is happening in that first period?" Then they came out in the second period and looked like somewhat of a hockey team. And then the third, they just missed some opportunities. They could have easily tied that up. Missed some opportunities, but yeah, it's
poor officiating, by the way.
Oh, bad officiating in both game 2. I'll give it to the Leafs. There were some missed calls that went in the favor of the Bruins in game 2, and some very bad calls in game 3.
Yes, there were.
Thought I was watching a college basketball game.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, other than that, I think the rest, I want to say the only 3-0 series is that Lightning series and the Islander series. I think the rest, they're all 2-1s.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
they've all been super interesting.
Damn good hockey going on.
That Nashville-Dallas series has been super interesting. I've enjoyed watching those games. I've watched a little of the Sharks-Golden Knights. Joe Thornton with a dirty hit. There have been some very dirty hits across, but that was a bad one as well.
Yes, that was bad.
Yeah, interesting.
I still think Kadri's was the worst, though.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I've always hated Nazem Kadri. He took Ovi out. I think we played him 2 years ago, or knee to knee. Oh my God,
dude, it's such a joke. He was leading stretches today, and the Leaves were like promoting him. I was like, dude, your dude loses his head and plays dirty as hell all the time. Like, why are you promoting this dude? He's actively hurting your team.
Yeah, oh yeah, he is. He hurts them, and I was surprised and also happy to see that they just said you're out for the rest of the series.
Yeah, people were immediately saying like 10 games. I was like, damn, that'd be a lot, but
that would be a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad
they were just like, we don't care how long this goes. You're just out for this series. So I like that. That's a good punishment in my opinion.
I agree. I'm nervous about that Bruins series. I mean, I don't know. Different hockey teams night tonight, but I always thought it was going to be 5 or 6 games. We'll see what ends up happening. I think tonight's game is a must win. We're recording this on Tuesday, but I'm inferring Wednesday when it's released. So interesting. I love playoff hockey. It's awesome. And then we got the NBA, which we didn't have a chance to talk about last week because we just had so much going on. But the NBA playoffs have been hysterically funny so far. What happened to Golden State last night?
Oh my God,
might be the funniest thing. I think everybody who wasn't on the West Coast pretty much saw the score, either didn't pay attention or turned it off. And then we all woke up this morning. I laughed out loud. I was like, what the hell happened?
I can't imagine what happened. I mean, the 31-point lead. I was just like, my immediate thought was like, just a live betting. I was like, I wonder what the fucking odds were.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if you just put like $2?
Let's put $3 on it. Like, fuck it. I mean, you'd come out probably 4 figures. I don't know. Like,
unreal. That's embarrassing. I know Durant got tossed, but like you still have Steph, Clay, and Draymond. Like, what do you guys do?
You still have a team that's won a championship.
Yeah.
Like,
to the Clippers.
And exactly, to the Clippers. Like, honestly, I knew I was kind of keeping up with the playoff races in the NBA, but when I saw the Clippers got in, I was like, oh, the Clippers. I was like, I didn't know Golden State was playing the Clippers. Like,
yeah, they've somewhat come irrelevant since Blake Griffin's left. And Boogie, poor Boogie. That dude can't catch a break. Tearing his quad
tears his quad. And I'm guessing. I'm 100% sure he only signed a 1-year contract because he came off the Achilles. So now he just is again coming off an injury. So that sucks for Boogie.
Rough. I still would have to think that the Warriors finish this series out, but man, is that just a mental blockade to say the least.
I would have to think they're still going to win. I mean, but one thing I like about the NBA playoffs this year is it's first of all the East. It's not like, okay, LeBron's going to the finals. And I will say I think someone can maybe knock off Golden State this year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd say
someone in the West could. I mean, they're down in their series, but I think Oklahoma City can. I mean, if Westbrook and if Paul George just go off, I mean, I think they can challenge Golden State. I mean,
Houston's no joke.
Houston, obviously. Yeah. Some people like Portland. I mean, they're not going to actually do it, but I'm taking the Spurs in every single game that they play against Denver. I don't care. They're the Spurs.
Yeah. You had didn't you have some crazy stat on the Spurs with Tim Duncan? Do you remember what that was?
I want to say since the day the Spurs drafted Tim Duncan, which what was that, 22 years ago probably. They have spent 66 days under a 500 record.
That's insanity.
The next closest team is in the thousands. I don't know what the team is, but they are in the thousands of days. Because, I mean, that's 22 years. I mean,
yeah, you're right, 66. I found the text you sent me for it.
That shit's crazy. I mean, they're the Patriots of the NBA.
Yeah, they really are.
Popovich is Belichick.
Yes, agreed. Unreal team. Yeah, I think they close out that Nuggets series. The Warriors. At what point as a Warrior fan, because we've all been there where our team's got a lead and then all of a sudden they start to lose it, are you like, oh, fuck, we're going to lose this? I go 10 points. I go when they cut it down to 10 points. You got to be sitting there like, fucking A, they're about to do
this. Is
this.
this really happening? Like, you got to be kidding me. But I woke up and I had the notification on my phone. I was like, what? And I was just like, sweet. At least they're making somewhat of a series out of it. Let's go.
Yep. Now you brought up the East. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was actually about to bring up Boston and the score of that game over the weekend. I was just like, what's going on?
Yeah. Survived that.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Celtics. I think we're going to be fine.
I think so.
But yes, wild first game this weekend. Marcus Smart being out, as much as it like hurts, because I think everybody agrees like Marcus Smart is a great player.
Especially playoff time.
Yeah, it allows some other players to play. But yeah, scoring a score of 74-84 in the NBA playoffs it's a rough look, to say the least.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think the over-under was like 205. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not the best. The Sixers, that is laugh-out funny to me. Ben Simmons, I don't understand. This breaks my brain. I don't understand how you can't shoot a basketball. Like, not even the shooting a basketball with somebody in your face. Like, they are just giving you the three-point line, and you can't do anything.
They can't do a thing, and it's like, I mean, the crazy thing is he's gonna start, when he gets a new contract, he's gonna make $35 million a year.
Yeah.
And he can't shoot the fucking ball. He's such a good talent. Like, he could be, if he develops a jumper, I mean, he's the next best player in the NBA.
Oh, absolutely. I don't understand how you've been in the league this long and haven't learned to at least have like a wide open jumper. Like, they're not even contested and you can't do anything. Like, how is that possible? How do you not practice that more?
I don't understand. I'm not a good basketball player, but on my driveway, like, I hit open jumpers pretty easily.
Yeah, I suck at basketball, but I think if you gave me a wide open shot and you gave me all day to practice, I think I'd eventually be able to hit them in like enough where you can't just give me the three.
Yeah, exactly. You have to guard me. Like, yeah, it is really bizarre to me. I don't get it. Like, I don't get how there are NBA players, even if you're like 7 feet. I don't get why you can't shoot.
Yeah, my brain just doesn't put that together. I cannot understand it for the life.
This is your profession.
Yeah. All you do is play basketball. That's it, all day.
Yeah, it's really bizarre to me. Yeah.
You're how old and you haven't learned?
When you would see Shaq like do like the free throw with the one hand and he's kind of got the left hand on it, and I never understood that. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is 22 years old. Can't shoot a three.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is like Shaq. Like, obviously you were great at other things and you are a big doofus, but Ben Simmons, you're an athletic looking guy. Why can't you shoot the ball?
And you're an insane basketball player. Like, there's no arguing. You're very good. Yeah. I just don't understand this. Like, that should not be lost on this. He's a very good basketball player. He just can't do a very fundamental thing of basketball.
Yes,
which does not go well hand in hand. But yeah, Brooklyn, love that. I love too that Magic got rid of oh God, what's his face? Now I'm blanking on the name. The point guard there.
D'Angelo Russell?
Yes, and now he's just balling.
Yeah, now he's a really good player. Yeah, I don't know if we ever talked about Magic leaving, but yeah, Magic, goodbye.
Dude,
I think he's the happiest man in the world quitting.
Yeah, LeBron, the front office killer, just cleaning house. But yeah, Magic just peacing out. Magic is all of us who's like, there's like that weekend job, you picked up that side job, and you woke up and you're like, fuck that, I'm not going, and just don't show up. Like, that's basically what he did.
Yeah, he just didn't care. And then I loved how he just said, I want to be able to like talk to other NBA players and tell them they did a good job.
Oh God, he wants to talk to other players so bad. We know that.
Yeah. So like he clearly just didn't really care, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree. The other funny, just was laughing over it, was Toronto dropping the first game to the Orlando Magic. What?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know. They fucked me over in a wager, but I picked them to cover. I was like, Toronto against the Magic? I was like, they're going to beat them by 15. No, they didn't. They lost. And Kawhi's shot at the end was awful.
Yeah. The claw did not look great there.
Surprising. And, I mean, they're still, like, the Raptors are 10.5 tonight. I bet on the Magic, I think. I did, yeah. I took the Magic in those points. I mean, 10.5 after that game?
If you're living in Florida, you have to realize you have two of the mentally weakest sports teams out there. Toronto Raptor, or no, fuck. Sorry.
Well, that's Canada, man.
Canada.
But you are right about that.
Toronto
sports teams.
Yeah. Different state, flipping back. Toronto sports
different country.
Yeah, different country. What the hell is going on with you guys mentally? I'm just all over the place now. I'm just going to shut up. You can take it from here.
But no, your point is 100% correct. The Raptors are always playoff chokers. The Maple Leafs, they're always chokers. And one thing I hate about Toronto, look, DC did this too, but we at least waited
every team
until,
Drake supports, we should throw that out there, chokes. Also Toronto native.
Exactly. And like, the thing I hate about Toronto is it'll be round one, game one, and the entire city's outside looking at that stupid scoreboard.
Oh my God.
I'm like, it is game one of round one. Will you guys go to your couches? What's wrong with you?
They do that shit for hockey too. They were out there last night. I was like, what
they're out there. Yeah, it's like we're in round one. Can we wait until it's like real games? Like, can you act like you've been here before?
It's like 9:00 at night and they're outside. I can't imagine it's warm in Toronto this time of year. Like, what are you doing? Go to a bar. Go home.
Go home. Go to some heat. Like,
do you not have TVs? Like, do you guys not own TVs? Do we need to send you one?
It's really weird. Like, act like you've been there before. How embarrassing. I don't like Toronto. Fuck them.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah, so that was funny. Any other spots on the NBA playoffs? I mean,
no. I mean, my adopted team is always it's the Thunder.
Yeah,
they're my adopted team. You have a team that's in it. I don't. The Wizards are not. So my team's the Thunder. Go Thunder.
Yeah, I like the Celtics. I think they're going to make some noise. I'm a little nervous. I'm not nervous. I don't have high hopes for them, but I think they'll make some noise. And yeah, you can't.
The East is open.
Yeah, the East is wide open, which is nice.
The Bucks do look fucking good.
Oh, that is a good point. Giannis is a problem. He is a problem for the rest of the league. Like,
yes.
The Bucks hit the lottery too, because this may not come true in the future, but he does not seem like a guy who wants to be moving cities. He seems like he wants to build a team there, like an old school type of mentality. And you guys hit the lotto with him because he is an absolute problem for the NBA.
He is, and I agree with you. He doesn't come off like when he said about the whole Space Jam thing. He comes off like he's not like, I don't want to like move and become like the most popular person in the world. I just want to ball out. So that's cool. Like, I don't know if he's going to stick to that, but if he does, man,
I love that. Do you think he's the best player right now? I go back and forth on it. It's not LeBron. I've thrown LeBron out. I don't think LeBron's the best player in the world. Let me correct this. I think LeBron is the best player ever in the NBA. I just think this year, he was not number one.
Yeah, I probably would. Him or Harden.
Yeah, I was going to say him and Harden, who I go back and forth on. I mean,
Harden, I think, is the greatest scorer ever.
Oh,
but that doesn't mean you're the best player in the NBA. I mean, Giannis can fucking do everything.
Remember when Melo was like the most efficient scorer I've ever seen?
God. Yeah, Melo in his day, dude. I fucking love Melo in his day, dude. That release from three, that ball's just gone. Gone.
Dude, I pick him up when we're playing 2K in that backcourt. He's a secret weapon because, dude, that stroke was so smooth.
Quickest release.
Yep. And those cornrows at Syracuse just balling out. Dude, he was the coolest thing. The name Melo and you're balling out at basketball at Syracuse is just awesome. And then New York eventually, but yeah. Wrap it up. I got a little Nate's Rage this weekend. Fuck the UFC. Sorry for the vulgarity here, people, but I have never worked so hard in my life to give a company money and not succeed. I tried for literally 30 minutes to try to buy the pay-per-view fight. We didn't talk about this at the time when they made this deal. Since the beginning of time, when you have wanted to watch a fight, you go to your cable company, you order a pay-per-view. It's made people billions of dollars. UFC isn't the sisters of the poor here. They don't like the contract deal they're about to get, so what do? They're like, oh, let's go to a streaming app. The worst app out there in ESPN. Every football fan who's had to stream multiple games knows the ESPN app sucks.
Terrible.
Let's do it on ESPN Plus. Even Game of Thrones, who knows they're going to be watched, like have the most watched event ever, they still crash on their servers because you can't handle the volume. I try to go buy the fight. I'm not an old person. I'm doing it through the website like you're supposed to. I spent 30 minutes and kept getting the same error message. Didn't watch it. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, people?
Just lost out of money from you there.
Yeah, it was, oh my God. It was one of the more frustrating events of my life.
It sucks because, that the whole ESPN app does suck. I kind of get why UFC did it because now they have guaranteed money for each pay-per-view.
They're making so much money. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because I think McGregor and Khabib, I think, was like $225 million, which is fucking insane. And then I think, I want to say the next UFC, and I don't mean to I'm not sexist, but I think I think the main event was a female fight, which was a good fight, but I think they only drew 100,000 viewers to that pay-per-view. So like them doing this with ESPN, I mean, it's just guaranteed fucking money.
Yeah.
But yes, for people like us, it sucks.
It's absolutely the worst. Oh, and Conor McGregor has 4 of the top 5, I think. So like without him, the money isn't as there. And you're right. A lot of the fighters don't bring in like the huge draw. Like this is a great fight. Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier this weekend. Like it was a good card, but for the average viewer, they're probably not coughing up the $60 or whatever to buy the pay-per-view.
I was not.
Yeah. So it's guaranteed money, but it is the most frustrating thing for people like myself who want to watch this shit, and I literally can't buy the pay-per-view fight. I've been watching fighting since I was like little, and I couldn't buy it. I literally couldn't buy it.
That's frustrating as a viewer.
Yeah, get your shit together.
Consumer.
Yeah, like good night. Alrighty. Good Irene. Last one. Yeah. Bill Polian sucks. Like, you're the worst. Him and Charlie Epstein, that whole experiment's terrible, but the whole reason this is coming up is because they're apparently blocking players from signing with the CFL. What is going on?
I don't know. Who does he think he is? Is he like a dictator? Like, I don't get it.
You don't have a company anymore. What are you doing?
What do you mean you're going to tell me? It'd be like if I went to like my dentist and my dentist went out of business and was like, you can't use this dentist. I'd be like, excuse me? Like, it's just like, so let me get this straight. Like the Alliance isn't paying them anymore.
Nope.
But they're trying to control them.
Exactly. Dude, there's a player who got injured like the week before they collapsed. He had to find his own way home. He has to pay for his own medical treatment and his rehab. They're not paying for any of that. Like, you guys are terrible. First of all, how did you put together a business and not make it through the first couple of weeks without having to get like a buyout? Like, how did you not have shored up cash to make it through the season? Like, that's not that hard to figure out. I would assume, like, if you're an executive like Bill Polian has been.
I would I mean,
like how? Like, I know there's unforeseen costs in every business, but like, how do you only make it a couple weeks?
Exactly, and it's. I mean, they made the players pay for their own flights home. They didn't give them flights home. I mean, what?
They're leaving other businesses who help support them, like in local communities, out of big time money. It's like. Bill Polian's never been a closer. I mean, this is the guy who put together a team that went to the Super Bowl 3 times and couldn't close a game. He fell ass backwards into Peyton Manning, and still, I would say, those teams, what they did for Peyton Manning is absolutely nothing. Like, great teams, but like they couldn't get over the hump to save their lives.
No.
Then again, they had to run into Tom Brady and Bill Belichick a lot, but still, like, you have one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. They didn't do much to support him. Bill Polian, this is like Fry Fest tier level. Corruption almost. Like, it is ridiculous that they didn't plan any of this out, and now they're collapsing, and now they're telling players they can't go play somewhere else. It's insane. Yeah,
honestly, if I was a player, I would almost be like, fuck you, I'm doing it. Let's see what you do. Yeah. I would honestly consider it.
People are suing them now. Good for them. Sue the
shit. They should be. That was kind of a good comparison. They're like the Fire Fest. I mean, they really are. Like, they're an ultimate disaster right now, and they're just fucking a lot of people over. It's not cool.
Get your shit together. All right. You're the worst is what I'm going to call that. That pretty much does it. You got any final thoughts?
No, I don't think so. I think I had something and I honestly forgot it.
Yeah, we'll have another shot at it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the week, guys. Peace.
See ya.